Hey, everybody. As Allison just explained, you're really going to focus on fundraising this week. And one of the tools that you have at your disposal to effectively fundraise and communicate your message is social media. Allison and I are fortunate enough to work with a lot of organizations to help them run their social media campaigns. One of those organizations is Hands Offering Hope. So anytime you see a Facebook post or an Instagram post coming from Hands Offering Hope, it's pretty likely that Allison and I had a hand in making that thing go live, whether it's helping to create the graphics or craft the message that goes along with it, or edit the video that gets posted, or even work with Herman to produce all of those materials coming from where you live. We're coordinating all of that, scheduling all of that out, and making sure that it reaches the most people at the right time. So what we want you to think about today is what your social media strategy will be. The primary platforms we want you to think about are Facebook and Instagram. But those aren't the only social media platforms out there. Obviously, things like WhatsApp and Twitter are also really powerful social media tools. But for the purposes of this communication, where we want to reach the largest US audience that is already engaging with us, that's going to be on Facebook and Instagram. So Instagram is a really, really visual platform. It was built on the idea of sharing pictures that expanded into sharing videos, that's now expanded into sharing stories, the vertical format that we're all used to, that are quick and easy and they disappear. All of those are things that you can be using to tell your story. So when you sit down to draft your social media plan, and again, we'll give you materials that you'll fill out, so you'll have those in your resources here. Think about how you will communicate your message in these different formats. What pictures can you capture that helps illustrate the issue or the need that your community has that you're going to help solve? What pictures can you capture that shows the progress of the work you're doing? What pictures can you capture that shows the success? And then what pictures can you capture, as Allison mentioned, that really shares the attitude of gratitude that you and your team has for all of those people who help support, but also all of the people on your team who helped accomplish the goal of your project. Facebook is a little bit different. Facebook, while it is still very visual in nature, it also allows you to share other things. You can do text-only posts. You can share polls in some cases. You can watch videos together with other people through a Facebook watch party. You've got a lot more options and ways you can be creative. I would say for this week, let's keep it simple. Maybe consider amplifying or just sort of expanding on the things you do on Instagram onto Facebook. So if you are creating a story on Instagram, let's think about making that story go onto Facebook. If you're creating a post on Instagram, maybe the post for Facebook has more pictures or a mixture of photos and videos together so that you're really going deeper into the story. The other great thing about both of these platforms is that you can tag the people who are involved, or you can tag the organizations you're working with. This really helps your message get amplified even further by notifying the direct people who are involved in your program and allowing them and encouraging them to share it themselves. So like I said, we'll give you a worksheet. It'll sort of walk you through those steps of how to create a social media strategy, how to think about scheduling, how to think about what the graphics should look like, and what sort of frequency you should be posting at. But the last thing I want to talk about before we jump off of social media and get you guys into the work is pictures. So there is a phrase, a saying, that pictures are worth 1,000 words, and that is never more true than it is on social media. We're all scrolling very, very quickly, flipping through tons of pictures, flipping through stories. Our thumbs get tired from trying to read and scroll all day long. They're all of the great things that our friends are sharing. We stop and we look at the things that pique our interest. And it's not because they've got fun words on them, but it's because there's a picture that tells a story. So when you go out and, as I mentioned, you're sharing pictures that highlight the need, sharing pictures that highlight the progress, sharing pictures that highlight the success, and sharing pictures that highlight the attitude of gratitude, make sure you take time to really capture great pictures. Consider the lighting, make sure that it's a bright picture that people can sort of discern what's happening. Consider the framing of the picture. You don't want to zoom in too much or be too far away so that they can't get the detail. Consider the composition of the photo. If you've got a group of people in the picture, how are you framing it so that the people are there, but you're also sort of telling the story of what's around the people, right? So you might have the people off to the right side, and then something of interest in the background showing on the left. Think about all of those things as you're building those pictures or taking those pictures so that you can really, really tell your story through powerful visuals.